So we had a very good introduction of BGP, what it is. It's a protocol of internet. It's not a protocol of an enterprises. It's a protocol of internet. It's large protocol. It's not a simple protocol. It's a super well-structured protocol that can accommodate millions of routes that can process millions of routes with various attributes for each destination. So when we have such protocol, we can apply the policies in path selection using the protocol. We we may use OSPF to apply policy, but cannot be done over the internet because that that tuning that you do with OSPF is not enough to tune across the autonomous system. So it's the BGP protocol that can do it for us, not the IGPs. None of the IGPs can do it because they don't have attribute. Now, when we have multi-homing, we can learn routes in three different ways. One is learning the complete routing table of ISPs. For that, you also need to be another ISP. You cannot be an enterprise if you are learning all the prefixes. You need to have a very big devices like ASR kind of devices, which mostly the ISPs have it. Yeah, some enterprises also have it, but there's no need to learn millions of routes and waste our resource. So usually only an ISP will learn the complete routing table from other ISP. You know, that's one way. Secondly, you can learn partial routes, means well-known customers. You can learn precise routes. For example, Google family. Everyone uses Google service except China. So you can have a precise route to reach Google, Yahoo, and well-known so and so destinations. For the rest, you may receive a default route. The other way is learning only the default route. So these are the three different ways in which you can learn routes. Now, with BGP, you can have fine-tuned path selection when you have all routes in the routing table, the third method, all routes, the complete route, or at least a partial route. You can do a fine-tuned path selection. Now, BGP is the protocol that works between autonomous systems. Now, we need to first of all understand what an autonomous system means. Autonomous system is collection of devices that are having common control plane. Collection of devices that are managed by single administration. Collection of devices that work for an organization that forms an autonomous system. You know, if you have two different banks, the network of each bank is an autonomous system. This bank network won't work for that network of that bank, and that network of that bank won't work for this network of this bank. They both are independent, separate autonomous system. So you see here, autonomous system is group of devices that are the single technical administration. Each enterprise is an autonomous system. Whether they run BGP or not, they are an autonomous system. They are an autonomous system. So how do you define BGP? BGP is a protocol that works in between autonomous system. It is learning routes from other autonomous system, and also it gives the routes of local to the other autonomous system. You can compare this to a type 3 LSA of OSPF. Kind of. OSPF is a small protocol compared to BGP, but I'm just giving you idea. BGP is like like type 3 LSA for the world, for the entire internet, carrying one autonomous system route to the other, along with the attributes. Whereas IGPs are the protocol that works within an autonomous system, within like ISIS. ISIS within an ISP. Of course, an ISP is an autonomous system, it's within. ISIS is not the internet protocol. ISIS is a service provider protocol because service provider networks are large than the enterprises. So ISPs are a large network comparatively. Sorry, ISP. ISP is a large network comparatively. So you can use IS there. But you cannot replace ISIS with BGP. Sorry, we cannot replace BGP with ISIS. Not possible. ISIS has got limitation. They don't understand anything about your attributes, your policies. ISIS are within autonomous system, a large autonomous system, maybe larger than an enterprises, but nothing wrong in running ISIS within an enterprises. Now, so BGP has got its own place, its own place where it should run. You cannot have a BGP. You cannot have BGP as a replacement for OSPF. Even though this is a routing protocol, I cannot replace BGP by removing OSPF. That's going to be very much costly for us. In what way? Because it's going to carry huge amount of attributes. The bandwidth consumption and the process consumptions are going to be heavy. And it's a keep alive, sent every 60 seconds, again, bandwidth consumption. A lot of things, So having BGP within an autonomous system as a routing protocol is a very bad idea. It's a very bad idea. It's like having a private jet to go to a market which is less than 20 kilometers away. Very bad idea. How much money you may have, but still you will not use a private jet to go to a market to buy groceries. You need a taxi, you need a cab, you need a car or a bike. Definitely not an aeroplane nor a helicopter.